Hey, it's Tom. It's week 6 for the Buccaneers. We're talking Buccaneers and NFL football here. Man, oh jeez, did we see a bad game with the Bears and the Buccaneers? I predicted the Buccaneers should win the game. These are the games that we must win in order to make the playoffs. We lose to the Bears, and that puts them ahead of us, obviously. But at the same time, we have to win the games that we should win. Because the Buccaneers do not have an easy schedule the rest of the way. Playing the Green Bay Packers, the Kansas City Chiefs, they have the Rams. They have tough games coming up. And we need to win the games now that we should be winning. You know, the game on Sunday was disappointing because of the fact that, you know, we know that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are capable of putting up big numbers, but lack of discipline and injuries killed us in that game. Just killed us. You know, you can't go in there and be 11 penalties for over 100 yards. Now we're one of the most penalized teams in the NFL. Can't go in there giving up 3 sacks. Can't go in there giving up a fumble. If you think about that, that's 15 plays that determine the outcome of the game. And we cannot be that undisciplined. Don't get me wrong, I love this center from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ryan Jensen is a great player, a team player, blood and guts. But man, we cannot go out there because you lose your temper and commit these personal fouls like that towards the end of the game. That was a killer. And I guarantee, and I gotta laugh, but how many times have these offensive linemen had their asses chewed by a guy like Tom Brady? They're walking off the field and he is barking at them about pass protection, about the way they're playing, about taking penalties. And I don't know. I mean, personally, I think the coach should have been jumping in there a little bit as well. But at the same time, Brady is out there just giving it to them. And I love to see that. I like to see that. I like to see Brady's passion. I like to see Jensen's passion. But at the same time, we have to be more disciplined as a team. I've been saying it every single week. We have not seen a consistent Buccaneers football team yet, from start to finish. And you know what? We're going to go up here and we're going to be playing the Green Bay Packers. And on the power rankings right now, the Green Bay Packers are now rated the #1 team on CBS power rankings. The Buccaneers have fallen to number 11. I think that, you know, based on the teams I've seen around them, I think that's probably where they should be. But, you know, more importantly, these are the games we have to win. The Buccaneers have a very tough schedule the rest of the way. I mean, you not only do you play Green Bay, but you have the Chiefs. You got the Saints again. You have the Rams. You have tough teams that you have to play. And I just think that you have to win as many of the, I'm not saying easy, but you have to win as many of the winnable games as you can now. You know, one thing about the penalties and how many times Brady was hurt is, interesting enough, the Buccaneers' offensive line is 8th in the NFL in pass protection, and they're 13th in the run. I mean, I didn't think that they would be that high, so I'm somewhat surprised that the Buccaneers rank that high in the NFL. So, geez, I'd hate to be one of those other quarterbacks because they're probably, you know, ice bathing it after every game. So anyway, so now we're going to jump into week 6 here with the Green Bay Packers, #1 power ranked team. They're going to have Devontae Adams back. Of course, we all know about Aaron Rodgers. You got the running back, Aaron Jones. You got this new upstart tight end that they have, Toynion, and boy, he tore it up in his last game. So, you know, hopefully our defense can step it up and, you know, cool off that Green Bay Packers offense just a little bit. But I do expect this game is going to be high scoring based on the fact that, you know, we're going to score, we're going to be getting some of our players back, we're going to be healthy. But at the same time, the Packers have had a whole week to, well, actually almost 2 weeks, but a week to prepare for the Buccaneers. They had a bye week last week, so I expect that we're going to see Green Bay's A game. I would like nothing more than to see the Buccaneers give the Green Bay Packers their first loss of the season. That would be fantastic. So, now listen, again, the Buccaneers are going to go in there. Hopefully we're going to have some healthy guys. Hopefully everybody's hurt feelings are over from getting chewed out from Brady. They play like a team. And all of a sudden we see that Buccaneers team that we've all been looking for the first 5 weeks of the season. So anyways, listen, now I'm going to get to my picks for the upcoming week. Last week I was 8-6. I also had a game that was postponed. So I am staying well above 500 on the season so far, so I'm not doing too bad. So we're going to look at these games a little bit coming up here. This week there's no Thursday night game, of course, so all games have been moved to Sunday and Monday. So that first game there that I'm looking at is that Denver Broncos against New England. I'm going to take New England in that game. They're going to have Cam Newton back. New England also had a little bit of time off, so their players should be rested. Any injury problems, they should be good to go. So I'm going to take New England over Denver. The next game here is Houston and Tennessee, or Houston at Tennessee. I'm going to take Tennessee. Boy, did they have a great game the other night against the Bills. Beat the Bills. The Bills looked horrible in that game. So I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans over Houston. The next game here is Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Cleveland's been such a great surprise this year. I've been waiting for the Cleveland Browns, the dog pound, to start winning a few games. But at the same time, they are going up against a rested Pittsburgh defense. I think that's going to be a tough game for Cleveland, so I'm going to take Pittsburgh in that game. Next game is Baltimore and Philadelphia. I'm going to go with Baltimore over Philadelphia pretty easily. Philly's just been kind of a disappointment this year. Tons of injuries there. I don't suspect much from them for the rest of the year. Although, they're like one game out of first place as poorly as they've played. Next game here, Washington at the Giants. I'm going to take the Washington over the Giants in this one. I think Washington has a better defense. I think we're going to see a good performance from them. Next game here is Atlanta at Minnesota. Minnesota, I think, is starting to play a little bit better. Atlanta doesn't want to stop nobody, so I'm going to take Minnesota over Atlanta. Moving on to the next games here. Oh, these lowly Lions against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I have no faith in the Lions. I have no faith in their coaching. I know they've had some time off. They've been able to work out some of their problems. But again, I just don't have no faith in them. So I'm going to go against them, and I'm going to take the Jaguars. Next game here is Cincinnati Bengals at Indianapolis. I'm going to take Indianapolis over the Bengals. Joe Burrows got chewed up the other day against the Baltimore Ravens. Indianapolis is very good, so I'm going to take the Colts to win the game. Next game here is those same Chicago Bears against the Carolina Panthers. Obviously, I'm going to take the Bears over the Panthers. We got a couple tough ones here just because they're not really that great, but we have the Jets against Miami. I'm going to take Miami to win that game. Next one here is our good old Green Bay Packers against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, I got to go with the home team, so I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. It's kind of half-hearted there. I'm 50-50 on that pick because Green Bay is that good of a team. Next one here is the LA Rams against the San Francisco 49ers. That is another tough one because the 49ers, how did you get beat by the Miami Dolphins? I'm just so confused. The week before, the 49ers played like world champions. But I am going to take the chance that the 49ers defense is going to wake their asses up. And I'm going to just take the chance that they want to play some good football again. Maybe they're going to play good one week and crappy the next. I'm not positive here. I'm going to take San Francisco over the Rams. And then we got two tough games for Monday night, and that is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs against Buffalo. Both teams just lost, So they want to win. And in this one here, I'm going to go Kansas City over Buffalo. And last but not least is the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. You know what? I think the Cowboys are going to be A-OK with Andy Dalton if that's who they're going to run out there as their quarterback. Man, what a gruesome injury for Dak Prescott. So disappointing. He's also on my fantasy team, so that killed me. But I am going to take the Dallas Cowboys over Arizona. I hope Dallas gets off their rear ends. I'm not sure what's going on with that defense over there. I haven't seen a Dallas team play like this in many years. Personally, I don't think Mike McCarthy was the right coach for the team. He couldn't win with Green Bay, couldn't win with Aaron Rodgers. In the end, he was having all kinds of problems, and now he takes over a talented Dallas Cowboys team, and he's not winning. That team's not performing for him. But I'm gonna say here that Dallas is gonna take and put the rest of the season on their shoulders for Dak Prescott, I hope. And I think that we're gonna see a better Dallas team, and they're gonna beat the Cardinals. Listen, I hope that you enjoy my channel. I hope you enjoy watching my picks. I have fun doing this. Please subscribe to my channel. That would really be great. I hope to see you next week, and you have a wonderful football weekend.